WWE 2K23 has been out for quite a few months now, so I thought it would be time that I give my honest opinions on the game. This game has been out for a while, so it's a good taste of judgment to really go through it. We're going to go for the modes and every single feature that there is in this game, good or bad, and my honest opinions on it. My name is Billy Gibbs and welcome to the Billy Gibbs channel. This is your regular content and I'm ready to get into it. WWE 2K23 is the newest addition into the 2K franchise and the WWE Games franchise. But is it a good? The reason I say that is it's time to go through it. It's been out for a few months now. The excitement of it coming out has dipped down, and it's time to fully think about the success of this game and whether it's been a good success or not. The success of the game is good and has been a good step in the right direction for 2K. Let's go through the individual features though. Let's go first, Universe Mode. The mode that has probably the most amount of changes in its newest form. It's a bit more different now. They've scrapped interfering in matches, but they have added cutscenes into the Universe Mode. You can now have cutscenes at the start, or you can pick the cutscenes that you want to appear in certain matches, which can create cool rivalries. The issue with that is really the change. The issue I have with it is that I think they should have kept interferences in the Universe Mode as well, because having just the cutscenes doesn't really allow you to fulfill the potential that this mode could have. This mode could be unbelievable. I just don't think they fully get that, and that's why this mode has been severely lacking for a lot of years now, and it hasn't really changed. The cutscenes is a cool feature, but it hasn't really made it a game changer. Universe Mode has pretty much been the same game mode since its initial start in WWE 12. Actually, it might have been at WWE 11. But I think it's WWE 12 that was the main Universe Mode. Was like, yeah, this is where we're going in this direction. Ever since then, it's not really changed much, and that is my opinion. I think they should, and I don't think it's been very well received because of that. There's a lot of features that could be improved in this, but it is an okay mode to do so, but it can get very tiresome and repetitive after a while. We're going to go now onto My GM, the GM mode of the game that came into the franchise in WWE 2K22 and has been updated, and very good updates into the game as well. You finally have mid-card championships, and you can have more match types. The issue is it's so bland and boring before it, but the game mode still doesn't hook me for some reason. It doesn't fulfill me in the way I think I want it to. The draft is always fun, but the opinion for the people that pick the drafts, your AI, for example, when you're doing an AI, it's not that great because they just pick the people that they think are based, like the quality or the type of wrestler. They don't fit the popularity, which means they get R-Truth and people like Fandango and Tyler Breeze at the start in like their 4th or 5th pick, which isn't realistic, and that's the issue I have with it. The game mode is also very basic and a bit boring still. I just think they need to change it up, maybe completely scrap it and start again. I just don't think it's that great of a game mode. That's in my obviously honest opinion. Other people can have very different opinions and they might agree or disagree with me. They might say it's a good game mode, but at the moment it's still a bit basic, and it's still hard to get to grips with the ratings and how to get good matches. And I just wish when you played matches, the star ratings were the star ratings you get for the match. I don't understand having that system, not having that system in place. I just think it would be so much better, and it would allow the fun of the GM mode. You could still create the shows and make it what is yours and deal with all the restrictions that you have, but you can still play the matches and have fun while doing so, and I don't think you can while playing GM mode. We have the 2K Showcase, which obviously this year was the John Cena Showcase, and actually I think this mode has been a success this year. The reason being, it's different and it's unique. The difference is you're not being John Cena, you're being his opponents, you're beating John Cena, and I think that's a cool feature. The cutscenes in and out from real life footage to game footage, not a big fan. I don't mind the transitions, but I feel like you're watching the matches more than you are playing the matches. But apart from that, I think it's a really good game mode. It isn't got the replayability, but it's a good game mode to come into. Maybe give it a little go. Maybe get the other outcomes. You know, if John Cena beats you, what does it look like? I think it'd be quite cool to have that. For example, you've seen it on YouTube probably many times when, say, Cena beat RVD in the ECW match. What would that look like? And it looked pretty cool. I think those little features are what made this year's showcase quite cool, and I quite like the game mode. That's 2K Showcase. It's not bad, honestly. Then we're going to move on to
a faction, the mode that I have not put my fingers or eyes on. This mode isn't for me, but I don't know if it's for anyone else. It's not for me to fully say, because this mode I can't really say whether it's good or not because I can't play it. It's a mode that I am not in any way excited to play. I don't enjoy it. I don't think it's worth my time playing. It could be for someone, and it could be theirs, but it's just not the mode. It's the most irrelevant mode in the game for me. And that's fair. I think there's modes on every game that could be irrelevant for people. People might not even touch Showcase, for example, but my faction for me is the most irrelevant mode on the game. Yeah, it's not amazing.
We have My Rise now. A good story, a good career mode. However, I think they should have varied it, because I feel like you get a very similar results. And I feel like this is what I liked about the old career modes. You have different outcomes and different matches and different storylines depending on how you play the career mode. I like the career mode aspect of you rising up, but I think the story mode needs to be basic on that. I like the story, but I just don't think it was amazing. And I feel like career mode should go back to its roots of being a career mode with storyline aspects, have the cutscenes, have like little rivalries intertwined to the career mode, but not the story that you get booted out into the Indies and have to make your way back. I just don't think it was that great of a story mode. The women's My Rise was also decent, but I think it could have been better. I actually think the women's My Rise is better than the men's My Rise. But I just think they need. I prefer the My Roots career mode. And that's where you rise up from the top, but you still have the little in rivalries that you can have in the story, in the career mode. You can still have a baseline story, but have different outcomes. I feel like everyone plays the same career mode, so it's so boring to watch other people play it because you've seen it. You've seen other people play it, and it's not that great because you just get the same outcomes. And I think that's the issue with My Rise this year. It's still an okay story mode. It's still an okay story, but I just don't think it has that replayability because of that. And it's also very fucking long. Let's also talk about the Creator Suite. It's okay. It's there. It's arena. It's custom superstar. It's entrance. It's exits. It's all these other things. It's fine. There's nothing to really add to this suite. They've got a lot of features on them. The logo limit should be more. You can have a lot more. But there's not much to add. What are you going to add to the Create Suite? I think everything there is exactly what you want. Maybe add more things in the actual certain creations. Maybe add more moves, more entrance types. But apart from that, what more can you ask for? The Create Suite for me is fine. Then, of course, you've got a whole round of online, which I don't think is that bad this year. But again, I don't think they change much. They've added blood, which is good. They've added custom arenas, finally, because I can never do custom arenas in 2K22. There's not many custom arenas you can actually have, though. The issue I have with it is just the same. I feel like they should add a little bit more to it. Add titles, add championships into it. Add specific online matches that you can have. I know they've got an 8-man rumble, but there's not a specific match to it. Maybe have unique matches that you can only play online. I think like that could be something different and very unique. But overall online is fine. The servers are a little bit iffy, but what servers on any game are any not iffy? Do you know what I mean? It's not the best, but it's not amazing, but it's not great. It's okay, it's fine, it's not changed for much. I just think they could add little individual features into the game, and it would make the game so much more better. And that brings me to the end of the modes. So we're going to get a full review now, a full opinions. This game is a good game. It's a game that you can play again, and it has replayability. But the certain modes created for the game need work. My Eyes needs a better story or a more career mode aspect to it. Universe mode needs a lot more features added because it's like career mode of FIFA. It needs to be changed here and there because it's the same mode since WWE 12, and that isn't great. My showcase was good and it's great, but the replayability of it isn't there. My faction, again, a mode that I don't really play. Is it great to have a mode that is a little bit irrelevant? Maybe not. Maybe help get people involved with it. Maybe help it improve because it's not that great. The certain modes on it are good, but it's a good game. It's a step in the right direction for 2K, which they have been going on since 2K20, which was an absolute train wreck. 22 was fine. 23 is good. 24 needs to be amazing. It needs to be groundbreaking in its modes, in its playability. I didn't mention the gameplay. A big factor into the fun of the 2K fight is the gameplay, which is okay. It can be better. I feel like the matches are smooth, but I like the AEW type fun that you can have on that game. Add a little bit of realism to it and you've got the perfect balance. A little bit of archaic nature, but a great realism to it as well, and you've got a perfect balance for me. The gameplay could be improved, but that's okay. And that is why this game is a good game, but not amazing. I hope that next year could be amazing because they're going in that direction. Maybe that's what they're planning. Maybe they want a smooth transition into next year where that is the game that everyone wants when it comes to wrestling games. That is my opinion on 2K23. It's been out for a little while now, but I thought I'd let it breathe, let it come out, let people feel it and see how it plays later in the year. And it's still okay. I still play it to this day. I still have a little crack on universe mode in the matches. I just think it could be improved. It's a good game, not great. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please like the video. Don't forget to smash every button you can on this channel. Like it, subscribe, check all the descriptions out. There's loads of videos for you to choose from to watch. Wrestling content is at a boom on this channel. But videos every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday at 5 o'clock EST. It's just good to be recording and uploading consistently. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, till the next time, I'll see you all. Bye bye.